Okay, welcome to the Aksarben Foundation's Floor Committee podcast.
Yes.
We'll come up with a name for this. I think that works, though.
Yes, Floor Committee.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm Shayla Dorsey with the Aksarben Foundation and here with
Shayla Kelly from Complete Weddings and Events and the Aksarben Foundation Floor Committee.
co-chair, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. And our guest is
Hayley Fischer. I am on the floor committee and I currently work for United Way of the Midlands. So
excellent. Thanks for being here. And our goal with this is to highlight the awesome people that are on the floor committee. We are going to try to get through as many people as we can. But
so you got like a 95, don't you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Just a big year for you guys.
It is. Yes. Lots of growth and fun events.
My first year.
Awesome. So speaking of that, can you talk to us a bit about what took you to United Way of the Midlands and then also what brought you to the floor committee?
Yeah. So I previously worked for Kiewit and obviously they are huge with the Aksarben Foundation. And so it was always on my radar. My mentor is Hayley Armstrong with Kiewit and she was on the floor committee for quite a while. And so I've kind of always heard about it, as well as my best friend works for the Aksarben Foundation. So I think it's just in every circle of my life at this point. And I love being involved with nonprofits. It's what I do in my personal life. And so I decided, well, this is a great place to network, to meet people who are like-minded like me. Like, why not do this? And to be able to learn a lot. I knew I would come into this and be able to see different aspects, but learn more about what I could do and how I can continue to give back in different ways.
Awesome.
I love that. What about, your current role or your shift from Kiewit over to the United Way of Midlands?
I know it's such a big shift to jump from working in construction kind of industry. I worked in HR there and I started with their business services. Actually, my mom works for Kiewit, so that one just kind of fell into place naturally to work there, which I loved being my mom's coworker. It was so fun. She always joked, I was known as Heather there and now I'm Hayley's mom all over again. But I moved to downtown and I got to work closer with Hayley and do the Kiewit golf charity that they do, the golf event. And so that turned into Kiewit's for charity. And last year was for Project Harmony, who I'm super involved with. And we had a record-breaking year, and I was just so involved with all the community aspects and volunteering and giving back. And I think everyone in my life just looked at me and was like, you're so good at this. You're involved in your personal life. Why don't you do this for a living? And it was just that inkling to be like, okay, it's time to make that step and kind of move. And United Way of the Midlands had a spot open and offered it to me. And I was like, I would be stupid to turn this down. It just felt like it was that little movement of being like, this is exactly the path I'm supposed to be on. And now I get to meet even more people in different companies and positions and get to be really involved with raising money to give back to so many different aspects, which I love. So
that's cool. And what do you do at United Way?
I am on the donor engagement team. So I'm a manager of development. So I help work all of their campaigns. Our campaign kickoff is on the 20th of August. So we're getting right into our busy season of getting to raise money and do all of that. So I'm super excited for my first year doing
That's wonderful. Yeah. So you've been there, what did you say? Not quite a year now, right?
4.5 months.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh.
End of March, I switched. So I am very fresh, still learning a lot.
Yeah. I love your excitement though. And I think the work that the United Way does is so important to the community. They have great programs. One I work closely or close-ish with. Would love to work more closely with them is JAG, just based on our work with it at Aksarben through our scholarships and things like that. But yeah, that's good. You guys have some great programs. So of all the campaigns, and I'm sure you love all of them, but do you have any that are exciting to you that you're looking forward to working on this year?
Yeah, we are working on building a lot more connections right now, which is awesome. I'm excited because I'm working on with a company that we're not quite involved with to come and be a keynote speaker for the JAG conference, speaking of JAG. And so I'm excited to kind of help build that up and really get people, owners in town that have great stories, have like not successful stories where it took a while to get where they are, to come and speak to these kids, because kids are my soft spot. And any kid, any range, if a kid wants to have a question, I want to be the first one to be like, how can I help you? Like, I want to mentor and help bring people up. I didn't really have that growing up, so I think it's super important to continue that. I'd say that's probably what I'm most excited about, is just kind of seeing how I can help build that There's more golf events. I love a golf event. I do not golf. I'm a better driver.
Yes.
But I'm excited to attend that. So I know like Lincoln Financial Group has a golf event that I'm going to help take over when my coworker is on maternity leave. So I'm excited to do that, play cornhole, quiz some people on United Way and see what happens.
Nice.
Since joining United Way, what's something, I mean, it's only been 4 months, but what's something that you were surprised about or something you think most people didn't know about the organization?
I think it would be the 211 aspect. I didn't know that United Way was in charge of that. And now, even while I've been there, they keep growing that program. It's so amazing. You see the 211 number, especially in the winter when you're driving down Nebraska interstates and the snow and the cops are busy with all the accidents. And it says, if you're stranded, call 211. And I think that it's just such an amazing program. My first few weeks of being at United Way, they say, hey, we're going to have you sit in on some of these calls so you can see what these other employees do. And I was like, sign me up. I want to listen. I used to be a call center for NFM. Like, I'm used to this. And one of the callers was a 45-year-old man who had a 4-year-old son and his fiance, and their power and their water got shut off. And he called and said, I can't give my son a hot bath. It's like, what can I do? Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and we answer the call and we see what we can give them surrounding them and how we can help. But it's not just about getting their power and their water back on. It's, okay, what can we do to alleviate some of your bills? Can we help you get signed up for food stamps? Like, can we help you find a food bank around you? Like, it's not just that one thing that we help them with. We bridge to different opportunities, which I think is just amazing. And like I was telling you before this, they took on New Hampshire, Nevada. So they're building, because it's Kentucky, I think it's Illinois and Indiana now. And it just keeps growing, which is just amazing to see that we're helping so many people, not even just in Nebraska, but everywhere now.
Right. And I love that aspect of it not being about just the one-time need, because usually when people have those, situations, there's usually some other things going on. So that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool. So when I just toured the new United Way space, well, it's not that new anymore, but it's new to me.
Years now.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. So you guys moved from, I think it was like the Federal Reserve building over to Millwork Commons. What's been something that you enjoy about being in this area?
I love walking into the building and seeing something new happening like every week. Sometimes I've walked down out of the elevator and there has been people asleep doing like the sound bath meditation.
I have done that there.
And they've had their pillows and their blankets and they're asleep on the floor right there. And I'm like, wait, why didn't I know about this? I want to join.
Yes.
It's so fun because in the morning, there's some people recording podcasts, like sitting there, like asking questions and all of that. And I've gotten to meet some of the people doing that from different events. And then I'm like, I've seen you before, Millwork. And they're like, yes, I've seen you walk in the morning because I'm one of the early birds. And so it's just really fun getting to see just how that space is used. And when you walk into the elevator, I think there's 1,000,001 signs saying that something is going on. There's always something in Omaha. And I think it's every weekend there's something going on. So if everyone's looking for something to do, Millwork Commons has the information.
That's true.
It's a lively spot.
Yes.
Yes. And Sweet Magnolias is right there.
Oh, yes. Don't get me started. Their cinnamon rolls, so good.
Oh, my gosh.
That is awesome. So I know you've been like also speaking quite a bit.
Yes.
So can you talk to us a bit about your maybe upcoming engagements and what got you into that?
Yeah. So I'm a child abuse survivor, and it's something I've really worked hard on being able to say, especially without getting emotional. Now I'm at the point where I'm proud to say it, not because I'm proud of what I am, but I'm proud of where I am and who I get to help. And I think that's super important. My goal is, I always say, even if I just help one other kid who went through something I did, then I did exactly what I meant to do. I don't need to help the world. That's just going to be a benefit if I get to do it. And right now I'm working with Project Harmony. That's where my first keynote speaking event was at their community luncheon. Had CEOs, top business owners, top of their sponsors, all attending this event, which Mayor Ewing was at. And during that speech, I think I made everyone in the crowd cry, including myself. And Mayor Ewing pulled me aside after and was like, I was the unit commander during your time at Project Harmony when I was 8.5 years old, when it was located off of F Street and 72nd. And him and I got to talking. We've just become good friends since then. So I think he's just amazing. And he's really helping me become more confident in my space. And Project Harmony is really building me up. I've been working with Angela and Angie there. And I am working on becoming a keynote speaker for their Speaking for Children conference in 2027. Mm-hmm. I'll be the opening conference speaker for that. So I'm really excited. It's going to be an hour-long speech, but I can do it.
Yes, you can. And it's so important. To be a survivor is hard, right? And like you said, there are kids going through that now and families struggling through that. So I'm sorry you went through that, and I'm glad that you're using your voice.
Yes, I think it's super important that I found it. I think as I got older, I realized that my obsession with The Little Mermaid was a little bit deeper than I even realized it was, because her voice is stolen, and I feel like mine was too. Mm-hmm. And now we both kind of reclaimed it and get to use it. And that's exactly what I'm going to keep doing.
That is powerful.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, thanks so much for being here. It was great getting to know more about you. And
thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
of course.
Love it.
Yay.